Welcome to Celeb News Daily. Please subscribe for more updates as we keep you updated with your favorite celebrities. In a lively interview setting with George Clooney and Matt Damon, the two actors are discussing their long friendship with Ben Affleck. The topic turns to Ben's well-known relationship with Jennifer Lopez, and Clooney and Damon can't help but start teasing him about it in that way only old friends can. With laughter and knowing glances, they dive into some memories of how smitten Ben was with J-Lo back in the day. George Clooney, with that classic smirk, leans back in his chair and starts the story. "You know, Ben's always been the tough guy on screen, right? But when he was with Jennifer, he was like a different person altogether. I remember we'd be hanging out, talking about some new movie project, and out of nowhere, Ben would just be off in his own world, grinning like a schoolboy. It was like Clooney laughs, it was like watching the Batman suddenly turn into Romeo." Matt Damon, shaking his head with a big grin, jumps in. No, George, you're absolutely right. You guys would be talking about some intense scene, and suddenly, Ben would be like, "Oh, you know what Jen said about this," or, "Jen and I were just talking about that." I mean, come on, man. It was like he had J-Lo on his mind 24/7, Matt chuckles, leaning in with a mischievous gleam in his eye. He'd call me late at night, sometimes, just rambling about something cute she'd done. I'd be sitting there, half asleep, just thinking, I never thought I'd see the day. Clooney starts laughing, remembering another detail. There was this one time, Ben's gonna kill me for sharing this one, he was trying to get all poetic. He'd bought her this big, beautiful piece of jewelry, and he was practicing some little speech in front of the mirror, something like, "Jen, you light up my life," or something. I walk in on him rehearsing, and he turns bright red. I mean, I almost fell over, it was so funny. Matt grins, nodding. I remember him telling me about that. He was, absolutely desperate to make every little moment with her perfect. One time, we were out getting dinner, and he kept checking his watch, making sure he wouldn't be late to meet her afterward. I was like, dude, it's just dinner. We can get dessert too. But no, he had to rush off to be with her. Clooney chuckles and adds, he'd be like, "Oh, George, Matt, you guys don't understand, she's just so different, so genuine." And you know, Ben isn't one to throw words like that around lightly. I'll give it to him, he was completely hooked. We'd all be ribbing him, like, "All right, Romeo, we get it." But the guy was so taken with her, he didn't even care what we said. Matt nods, jumping in. Exactly. It was the happiest I'd ever seen him. He had this big, goofy grin all the time. I remember once he even wrote her a little poem. He was so proud of it, showed it to me like it was his masterpiece. Thanks for watching and see you guys on the next video.